Good morning, everybody. Keith here. Hoping everybody's having a good day, enjoying life, living life, loving life. I wanted to get on and talk to you about that voice inside of yourself. Do a real quick video to show you what I'm talking about in regards to hearing lies, no matter what form. And before I get started with that, I want to explain that for me, the simplest way to learn about trust is to learn about the trust with yourself. And what I'm talking about there is the way we communicate with others in a peaceful manner. And when we talk about peaceful manner, we got to put the pieces together. So when we vocally say something, what I'm hoping everybody understands is it's supposed to start here, go here, and then extend outward in multiple forms. One of those forms that we're most familiar with, of course, is, like I said, vocally. Another one, of course, one of the main reasons we go to school is after we learn to speak vocally as a young child, we then turn around and have to learn how to read and write what we're speaking. But nobody ever talks about our actions. They always say actions speak louder than words, but they don't talk about those actions. So in reality, when we're talking about all these trust laws and everything, and me telling you that the trust is in yourself, you have to listen to yourself. You have to be able to see how you're writing things down and if it's correct or not. You have to be able to listen to yourself verbally or vocally to see if what you're saying actually matches what you write. And you also have to be able to see your own actions. And this includes listening to others tell you how you're acting, because we don't always judge ourselves the proper way or in manners that most common men would otherwise judge us. A lot of times we get haughty or prideful and things like that, and we really need to take on that humility and realize that we are truly independent. We are independent of our fellow man to give us something to help us improve, even if what they say we do not like. I tell people all the time, most people that like me because I tell the truth. Most people that don't like me because don't like me because I tell the truth. So when I hear them lying, I'm going to stop them right there. I'm going to start getting stupid with them, let them know how idiotic what they're saying sounds like. And this comes to particular attention this morning because I got a nice little text from somebody that I'm very familiar with. We speak to on somewhat a regular basis. This happens to be the sister of my ex-wife. And when she came on this morning, you can see here it's 10:03, so just 36 minutes ago. 36 minutes ago. And she comes on and she says, "How are you doing today?" Now, knowing this woman on such a private basis that I know her enough that she doesn't come to me with "How are you doing today?" That is not her style. So instead of me coming back to her with my style of generally, if anybody that's familiar with me in this text format like this here on Facebook, if I respond to you, generally I'm going to come back with greetings and then respond accordingly. However, you see, I didn't come back with greetings because I already know. I already heard it in the voice of what she said here. I heard what she's saying, or what the person behind this text is saying. I know for a fact this is not the woman I know. I know her account has been hacked simply by that statement. So instead of saying greetings and continuing on, I said, "I am good. You?" And one of the great little things about all of these scammers, it says, "I am great and my life has changed for good now." They don't use correct grammar. So already in her second statement, they haven't used the correct grammar. This should be changed, as in already past. So we know we're talking to somebody that is foreign to the English language. And like I said, I know this woman. She's quite familiar with the English language. She speaks fluent English. So anyway, I go on and I say, really? Let me guess. You got your big check too. You see where we're going, folks? You see where we're going? I heard the lie right here. It continues here. So instead of using my regular communication style, I'm right along with this person. I'm going to play this person. Oops, excuse me. I'm going to play this person just like they're trying to play me. So it says, really, let me guess, you got your big check too. Indicating that I already got a big check. Didn't say how much. Didn't say from who. Nothing. So then it goes on. It says, hope all is well. And did you hear about good news going on now? What about the good news? Again, improper English. So I get, yes, go on, and I confirming what I just said here that they're not paying attention to because they're trying to sell something. They don't give a rat's ass what you're saying here. Again, showing that they lie and that this is not the person that I'm familiar with communicating with in this text thing. Telling me again she has been hacked. Hope all is well. And did you hear about good news going on now? So again, yes, I did. I already got my check. Did you? Guess what, folks? They're talking about my favorite subject. From federal government grant organization, I got $50,000 from them, and some of my friends get get more than that. Again, improper English all the way through. So, it says, really, seems kind of small. See where we're going now, folks? I got $500,000, and I'm eligible for the same next year as long as I spend it all on government issues. Fucking comedy, people, and they're not even listening. They don't give a shit what you have to say here. They're going to continue on with trying to profess their scam. It is all about trust. Uh-oh. They certainly contacted the right guy here, didn't they? Federal government grant organization. And they gives out money to help the old, young, disabled, unemployed, and non-retired workers, widowed, retired people with cash check to eradicated poverty. That sounds like the fucking Social Security program, doesn't it, people? They're trying to violate the federal government grant organization known as known as Social Security. They at least spoke the truth here. I'm wondering if this isn't some yahoo trying to scam us for the government itself. So then they say, did you get yours? Did you got yours? Did you got yours? Yes. So again, I believe it's a government official, folks. People in government servitude. People, get this acronym, people. People in government servitude can't understand normal thinking. And hey, if you don't like my language, you shouldn't speak foreign to me. It's all babble. Anyway, folks, when we're talking about invoices in this commercial world, listen to them. They're all lies. Learn how to learn the lies. Learn how to hear the lies from other people. Be the one to step up to your brother and tell him, hey, man, gee, don't you think that kind of sounds stupid? I mean, don't we already have a federal grant program known as Social Security for the young, old, retired, unemployed workers and such? Really? So again, when you see that invoice, can you hear the invoice? And when you see the invoice on paper, can you see the invoice in their actions? Think about this stuff, people. That's where the real trust is. The real trust is in yourself and your own actions, your own vocalizations, and your own literalization. And that altogether is your actions speak louder than words. That is your verbalization. When you're able to take action upon what sprouts from here and continues on here and is sent through a logical thought process, not in a selfish manner, but in a wholeness, the good for the whole. That is your public service. That is your service to your public. That is your service to your fellow man, is to make sure that you are behaving, not behaving, behaving like you're supposed to, in prosperity and abundance, freely given, so that you can give freely. Pure and simple. So again, hear the invoice, see the invoice, respond to the invoice accordingly. Because the voice is what's in yourself. This is where it starts. I try to tell everybody, you got a mind in your heart. When you start out as a little tiny egg in your mom's vassal, V-A-S-S-A-L. Your mom is your vassal. And it's not until you come out of your vassal, you're born of your vassal's water and brought upon the land and given the breath of life, that you somehow get converted to a vessel. Okay? But when you first start out, before anything develops, the first thing to develop is your heart. From there, every other organ in your body develops, including the organ known as your mind. Your mind actually starts here. This is the uniformity of what is written in your heart is the law. So follow your heart, people, and realize it comes out in your actions most of all. And if people see that what you act like is inconsistent with what you say and what you write, they know that you're lying. They can see it, they can hear it, they can feel it. They bear the effects of it. You do affect other people just by your actions. So make sure that you trust yourself in your actions by saying what you're going to do and doing what you say in any form, whether it be vocally or literally. Know what you're writing. Know that it's concise English. Know that it's biblical principle behind it. That you're doing it in peace and love. You've put all the pieces together. You are a whole. You are not partaking as a partiality, particularly when they're supposed to be impartial. You're not supposed to be impartial or partial at all. You're supposed to be whole. So think about this stuff, and I'll go ahead and post my other forum links on here when I'm done. This actually ended up being longer than I wanted. It was just going to be a short one on that, but I expanded a little bit because I think you guys need to learn how to see this stuff. I'm sure you're in the same spot when you see somebody that you're familiar with and their account gets hacked. You know it right away. You've seen the hack before, or they've tried it against you or something. The same thing with this forum goes out there with everybody that you interact with. I don't care if it's the clerk of courts. They have no right to assert any kind of more authority over me as an adult than my mom and dad do now. My mother standing there when I was 49, 50 years of age telling me, Keith, the police are your authority. The fuck they are. Just like you're no longer my authority. I may come and seek counsel with you, but I am the author of what I do now. I am truly my own authority. And I am not directed, being two rules, do, and rect rules. I'm not following government direction. I am following what is already laid out before us. What is written, so shall it be. As it is written, so shall it be. What is done is what ought be done. There's nothing new under the sun. Do as you're told. It's already commanded. How dare you demand of me? So think about it, folks, and I'll place those my other forums there along with my PayPal link. I hope you hit that PayPal link and share some love. In the meantime, I'm going to keep doing these videos. I'm going to keep answering your questions. I'm going to keep doing the best I can to help explain things to you so you can do it on your own, because I can't do it for you. I can't do it for you. I can help explain how things work the way I see them, which is totally subjective. And so you have to be objective about it yourself. You have to raise those questions yourself when you see concerns or differences that may not apply to you, or see things that you see apply to you that I'm not seeing or whatever. And this is why I want your interaction, not just in the PayPal link, but in those other forums. Check them out. Share them. Share the videos in those other forums. Share the content in those other forums. Share, share, share. That's what it's all about. All right? Given freely what was already freely given. In the meantime, remember, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. God bless. Love you. Have a great day.